refinery in Germany and nearby Hamburg, in the north from Germany. There starts the producing process and developing process for lubricants. Lubricants, whatever. So we have engine oil, axle oils, gear oils, hydraulic oils, or pressure oil, whatever. Here starts the producing process for these different lubricants. And the question is what we need for the chosen raw material. The raw material, second one, what kind of base oils we have. We have three different base oils, for example. We have the mineral oil, we have the HC synthesis. There it's a kind also from semi-synthetic, and we have also fully synthetic base oils. These three kinds of base oil we have, and from this base oils we produce these lubricants. And the second one is what kind of additives. And the base oils alone, it's not possible to use for using the lubricant, for example, for engine oil, for gear oil. We need different additives. Additives means that we have different, I said ingredients for the oil. For example, wear additives, anti-wear additives, we have anti-foam additives, we have collusion inhibitors, we have detergent, dispersion, that is for the cleaning process, the additives. We have viscosity improver that helps that the oil is stabilized in all the temperature regions, and so many more additives we need for developing an lubricant. And in a lubricant, in an engine oil, for example, here we have approximately 75% base oil, whatever, and we have 25% about of additives. It's also different what we need, what we develop for an engine, whatever. And the other side we have, we work together with the best, with the additives suppliers worldwide, lubricant, naphtha, Infineon, and Oronite. That is the biggest and the best developer for additives. And we have also biggest manufacturer. We work together with the base oil developer. We have, for example, Esso, Exxon, or Total, or Impex, Infineon, Shell, and so on, for the different groups. We have 5 groups from base oils. Group 1 and 2 means it's for the using for mineral oils, and group 3 it's only for the HC synthesis producing, and was using for the newest technology 5W40, for example, 5W30, 20, and this from this base oils was developed in the engine oil, and the group 4 it's actually for the fully synthetic. It's a base oil. It comes from PAO, so polyalpha olefine, and from this we produce fully synthetic engine oils, also gear oils. And group 5, there is more inside the esters, it's also base oil for using from engine oil, and mostly we get the group 5 for the development from additives. That's the chemical substances, but we need for developing for the additives. And this group 5. And then you can see group 3, for example, for the HC synthesis comes from the oil, and Chevron group 4, it means developing the PRO, fully synthetic base oils. By the way, this alone, we cannot use for using an engine oil, for example. We need always additives. And this packages inside from the engine oil, what it means, how it works. We have base oil, approximately 65 till 80% base oil. It's different what for a kind of base oil. Mineral, we need more, and when you have polycyclic, we need not so many from base oil. Then we have also the YE improver, means viscosity index improver. We get this one that the thickness from oil, that in always it stabilizes in all temperature ranges. It's an additive, yeah, but we need otherwise also the additive packages from 5 till 25%. And it is also looking what kind of base we use different. When we have a polysynthetic, we need not so many additive packages, so big one, then we need a little bit smaller. In mineral oil, we need more additives, bigger packages that we have can very good performance from this one. And now in these additive packages, we have different any other additives, by improver, detergents, dispersions, and wear protection, and others, for example, for anti-foam, for anti-foaming additives. That the lubricant get not foamed when we use it. In engine oil, for example, it's not so many anti-foam, but more in gear oils, for example, or axle oil, we have more anti-foam additives inside. Then when you have the gears are moving and working, then we have foam inside. Foam, we don't need foam for lubricated, and foam is air. Air cannot lubricate any parts in engine or gearboxes or anything. Yeah, and now when we develop an engine oil multi-grade, for example, multi-grade means that you can use it in cold temperature and high temperature. For example, you have your 15W40. When you use it, you can use it when it's a little bit cold, in deep temperature, but here in Bangladesh you have not the cold temperature. When I speak from cold temperature, for example, in Europe or in Germany starts now the winter season, and we have 0 degrees in the beginning, then gets deeper and lower temperature to -10 degrees, -15 degrees. It's possible. Yeah, for this reason we need this time and very thin oil, that you have very faster oil circulation in this temperature. The other one is the number after the W10 or 15W, means in winter time after that the 40. It's using for the higher temperature areas that you can use it very hot temperatures. So the higher the number, the better is the resistance about for the higher temperature. But otherwise, it's also the oil is a little bit thicker. Yeah? Disadvantage, you need more fuel for this one. Okay, we start. Okay, we have, for example, a base oil, whatever, mineral, hydrocrack, polyalpha olefin, or an ester. Mostly we get a mineral and hydrocrack oil, and for this reason, and we need the additives. We have two types of additives. One is the with the chemical effects, and the other one is the physical effects. With the chemical effects, we have, for example, the antioxidantien that you need, or whereas the anti-aging from the oils that you get with longer lifetime in your engine or in your gearbox. Corrosion inhibitors, demand that by the burning process, the process and the builds acids inside from the oil. Maybe the ash for the burning process, the ash, that's a builder for acids. And the corrosion inhibitors, it's neutralizates these acids and it's protected for corrosion. We have wear inhibitors, detergent, and dispersion. That is the cleaning guard from the oil. He cleans up the oil directly inside from the engine, or also for gearbox, but mostly for the engine, and we have there a burning process. The physical effect is the YE improver. That's a physical compounds. It's YE improver. He making oil thinner or thicker. And the other one, we have 4-point dispersions. That is for the lower temperature, but I explained in winter time we need a very thin oil that you have a very fast circulation to reduce the wear in the engine. And anti-foam, I also explained in mostly for gearboxes. It's for anti-foaming that not foam in this lubricant. The foam can damage the gearbox, also the engine. Now in the real process, when we looking for an base oil, yeah, and then we go in the blending tank with this base oil, and now we have different additives here, what we need, more or less. The question is what we want to produce for it. Engine oil, high quality engine oil, middle quality oil, low quality, very cheap, then you don't need not so many additives, yeah, or we will gear oil, axle oil. For that reason, we must look what we need for an additives more or less. But the process is always the same. We have it also in the industrial lubricants, always the same. We use base oil, and then we look for the additives what we need. Yeah. Now, and yeah, that's the process. Next, the viscosity. Most of the people means that the number on the oil can, it's the quality side. And I said we have 5W30, for example, or 5W40. It's a very good oil. Yeah, but I use the 10W40. The yeah, it's not so good. 5W is better. And this number, it's not a sign for quality. It's only a sign for the thickness and the fluidity from the lubricant, or from lubricant, fluids. Yeah? For example, here is my coffee, that is very thin. Huh? Okay, you know honey, for example, that is very thick, but always have viscosity, thinner and thicker. My coffee I can use it in winter, very fast circulation. And the honey, for example, needed for summertime, very hot temperature in Bangladesh, yeah, that it's thick, gets thinner from the temperature alone. I cannot use the thin oil. It's not possible. But it's only only the thickness from oil. Therefore, it's measured in the laboratory how thick, how thin, give different measurement times, but the oil must run in the different times, from the different thickness, from the force, and so on by the temperature that was always measured in the laboratory. The difference of the quality means the additives. The problem is you don't can see that. You can always look in the product data sheet. You can compare it, the different measurement results. We come later to this. But now look, we have a 10W40. But it's good. It's a good quality, good viscosity. We can use it's a low friction viscosity and very good. But yeah, here you can look. We have a used oil with high performance and low performance by room temperature. Same viscosity, 10W40. You can see this oil it's run here, low performance, PD type. Also same, the used oil, engine oil, by minus 30 degrees. He said, oh, I'm not interested for me. That's right. But look, you have the benefits from this oil you can use. When a little bit colder, the oil gets arranged with the temperature. Yeah? But the other one, used as low perform, we can wait the cup. Yeah? That's where I show what I mean, that it's only the viscosity, the thickness, not the quality. That you can see on the technical data sheet how it is. Yeah, from the specification. We have one of this, the API from the American Petroleum Institute in America. Yeah, you measure this one and API CI4. That is the highest for 15W40 CI4. We have different steps from the API. Yeah, and The C category means for the commercial range, that is for diesel engines allowed. In Europe, we have CEA. It's French. European, I don't can French. Please, it's a society, it's European Academy, I don't know. It's complicated. Better than APIs. It's easier for me. No French. Okay, we have the E7. E7 allows it in heavy trucks, but it's a Euro emission from the standard Euro 6. Yeah, but we have very strong and very strict emission standards for trucks in Europe and in Germany. Yeah? The latest is the Euro 6, and all the trucks must have exhaust after the treatment system with filter. So many different filter systems inside that we have CSR, SCR, selective catalytic reduced converter, we have the DPF filter, the diesel particle filter, and so many more. For this reason we need an oil, but not build so many ash in the engine. Yeah, then ash builder builds also many acids. The other part we have also the approvals from the, let's say, Benz, MAN, Volvo, Renault, and MTU. MTU produced more in industrial engines and not so the truck engines. They come also from Germany. But we have also not specific for the longest drain interval, the middle drain interval. And when I speak from longest drain interval, we have in Germany for the longest drain interval by trucks, but not with 15W40. You must use the 10W40 or 5W30, 30, 40, it's different. For this reason, for the modern trucks, then we can use 100,000 till 150,000 kilometers for one oil drain with these trucks. Yeah? 100,000, it's a long distance. For this reason, we need high quality engine oils. For this reason, that is a little bit smaller. It's not for the latest. It's for trucks allowed for, I think, 5 or 10 years. The drain interval is there approximately 50,000 kilometers, 60,000 kilometers. But for this, you need a very good fuel. Very good fuel means very good diesel. Now we come later to diesel with sulfur content and so on. That is an indicator for good or bad fuel, good or bad diesel. Sulfur content. I have a chart we can see there. But okay, the truck essential, it's you can use it. I think here approximately for 10,000 kilometers. You can use it, no problem. Yeah? It's very good. It's a mineral. And now another indicator for the quality is the viscosity index. Viscosity index, that's indicator what means the oil has a problem. In the winter or cold temperature, he must very thin. And in summer or when you have hot temperature, he must thick. He must change it. In winter thin, in summer hot, thick. We change it. Everyone thick, thin, but it's not good. Yeah, it needs time, and you have always at this time a little bit of wear. We try to reduce this changing of the thickness from oil. That we have always the temperature is the same thickness. For this reason, I must jump in this next chart. We have the viscosity index diagram. It means when I have a high viscosity index, and high viscosity index you can get only when you have a very good base oil, HC synthesis or fully synthetic. Then you have, for example, from the number 170, 180. And for the mineral oil, you have approximately, it starts by 120, 125 it's for mineral oil starting this viscosity. Yeah? When I go back and look here, our viscosity is 145. Means the line, the flatter line is very long, and the oil don't change the thickness from oil, not so often. It's very stabilized in all temperatures here. Yeah? And when you look at the competitors, for example, mobile, with Delbach we have 140 viscosity index, Castrol 139, and so on. You can find this viscosity index, how high it is on the technical data sheet of the different products. But it is from the competitors. Yeah, so Castrol, mobile, or whatever, Shell, and so many. Also in our technical data sheet is described this one. Means we don't change the thickness from oil, from cold and high temperature. Yeah? Here's a flatter line. That is the best where this one, but it is not possible. Yeah? There it's very good, but it's high performance for the fully synthetic, and when we have this one, okay, don't change so. Another indicator for the good quality for engine oil, by the way, it's also for passenger car and for diesel boat, yeah. But it's not only for truck oil and whatever. We have the TBM, the total base number, measured. It's the measure of the lubricant reserve alkalinity. Means that you neutralize the acids inside from oil. Yeah? What I said, we have ash, by the burning process builds the oil a little bit of ash, and this ash comes again in the oil and builds acids. And acids, it's very dangerous for the material. It's corrosion, pitting. And this one, it's the TBM measured in milligram of potassium hydrocarbons per gram. KOH/gram. And it's TBM determines whether it keeps the control of acid form in the combustion process. What I mean, combustion process and burning process, it builds acids and comes in the oil. The higher the number, the better the oil neutralization of built acids. You find also the indicator on the technical data sheet. Yeah? And now we here examples from collusion in the cylinder. We have built acids. Yeah? He damaged the cylinder. Why he cannot, the oil cannot connect it with the material, and he damaged this one. And then we have wear. Yeah, by the way, next time, then the cylinder and the piston rings and so on. You know. Also, we have in the camshaft pitting. Yeah? That it damages and broken this material. And we have it here in engine, and also same get it in industrial gearboxes, for example. On industrial systems, we have also there measured the TBM number for reducing or neutralization of acids. Yeah, it's not alone for engine oil. Yeah. And now the 50W40, we have also compared it with the competitors, and you can see our oil we have 11. The higher the number, the better it's the performance and the neutralization of acids. We have that from Conoco or from Castrol, both, and yeah, both from Castrol have 10.5. It's also good, not so bad. But when we look here to Ravenol, then it's 7.5. Okay, that it's not so good for the neutralization of acids. That is important for truck oils. Let's see, higher TBM number. Yeah? But trucks build more acids from the soot, from the burning process, from building acids from the oil. Then the truck was very hard work. Yeah? And for this reason we have much more acids in the oil. Now, that was a little bit overview about from oil, where it comes, where it was produced with the different additives, and also the indicator what gives good or high quality engine oil, for example. Yeah? But the other one is when you don't use a high quality oil. You can do it. Cheap oils, why not? He do it also the work, but he can build so many deposits in the engine. He can build sludge in the engine. In sludge, he closed the oil circles, oil lines in the engine. The problem is you have not good oil circulation. And when I don't have a good oil circulation, I have the risk that I have wear, very high wear in my engine. And for this reason, it's better to use, buy a high quality engine oil that we have so many detergent and dispersion inside, and together with a high perform base oil and clean up the engines that you cannot build oil sludge. When you have used before a cheap oil and you have the problem with the sludge and with the deposits and so on, then give an example, then use an oil system cleaner, this one. The oil system cleaner is high concentrate additives, detergent and dispersion, what I can give before the oil change inside the engine. After that, the engine is moving, and for 15 minutes approximately, after that I change the oil. I have here a little bit examples about the pistons. You can see very cold this piston, the piston rings have cold and cannot move. When the piston rings cannot move and not working, then the task from a piston rings needs to seal the combustion chamber to the crankshaft. Why? That can become the fuel or the fuel air combination in the crankshaft. We said low bypass. By side, the gap from the cylinder wall to the piston rings gets this gas in the crankshaft, and it can connect it with the oil. It damages the oil by time. But because fuel comes in the oil and makes the viscosity behavior from this oil thinner, that's very dangerous when also for the trucks, it's very hard work. That it's possible that he shares the oil film by high temperature and by heavy working. When you have fuel, fuel cannot lubricate its parts. You flush the oil from the parts and from the cylinder. Yeah? I can help when I use it with the oil system. And the other one, you can see here's the crankshaft. Where it's stripes on this one, he damaged also the crankshaft. With this bearing on the right side. Yeah? He damaged this one. Why? The oil film was sheared, and he has the contact from metal to metal and very hard pressure and damaged this material.
We recommend you to use BIZOL products. Choose BIZOL for your own safety.